I'll never forget when I was in kindergarten and I happened to forget my pencil case at home, that my kindergarten teacher said, "Well, a carpenter doesn't go to work without their tools." Have you ever heard that growing up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on my channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. This is a No Frills Thursday video. How you doing today? This week is winding down. But you know what? Those words ring true, and those words make a ton of sense. Let's say you're a carpenter or some other person, that needs their tools. Like I need my computer, I need certain editing software. You see where I'm going with this. So it is very true that we do need our tools. But there's an overlooked tool that all of us carry all the time. Because if you're using your phone, I think many of us either forget it exists, never use it, or underutilize it. What is it called? The calculator. There are so many built in features on our phones that we seem to skip over. And one of them is calculator. Up until a few years ago, I was walking around my Office Max one. Remember those from the olden days? But it was great. Ran on solar power. I never needed a battery for it, and I still have it actually, and I still like to tap on it. It's like fun tapping on those actual calculators from back in the day. And if you've ever seen an old episode on a TV classic, what an actual calculator looked like in the 50s and the early 60s, it was a monster-sized piece of equipment. Oh, gee willikers. But today you can just, on your own smartphone, utilize it and utilize it in the best of all places. Where? At the grocery store. This is where we get blindsided with numbers, okay? Especially if you're not interested in calculating it in your head, as the numbers ring up. I mean, if you're budget conscientious, let's say that you only have X number of dollars a week. It could be 40 or $50 a week that you wish to allot specifically for the grocery store, for example. And you just go in there blindly and don't think about it. And then you get to the register, go, huh? Then you end up putting stuff back. Isn't it better to go along and as you go along, enter the actual prices of what you are going to pay during that specific shopping experience? Now, wonderfully, like if you shop from home, for example, and if you order in from home your groceries, right then and there you have your calculator on its own building up, and you're seeing where your prices are going to try to get better prices. But when you're actually at the actual grocery store, please don't forget to utilize this wonderful thing that you're carrying around with you. You may end up making really great decisions whether to purchase something or not to purchase something, to purchase something that you can use at its best possible price. But there are so many tools that we don't use on our phones, okay? One of my favorite ones to use is the quick memo, that they call it quick memo. Maybe it's a different variation name on someone else's phone, but it's like when you want to write down self reminders and things of that nature and keep it nice and orderly. Or if you want to write a draft of something or whatever, like I like to do sometimes, write a quick draft and just save it there. You see where I'm going with this. There are things we already own that we underutilize. This is just an example. But when it comes to that calculator feature, please take full advantage of that, especially when you're shopping outside.